Hey friends, this is Rodney.
What's up, fam? This is Lakiba.
Hey guys, this is Ernest.
Hey to the now, it's Nasha.
And welcome to conVo with Friendz. What's up, guys? Before we start, guess what, friends? This is our 10th episode. Yes. Going on 10.
I love it.
I know, and we climbing the charts 10 weeks. And guess what? For our 10th anniversary today, we just got accepted into Pandora.
You better say that.
Yeah, we are on Pandora podcast now. So
say that.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, God, for Pandora.
Thank you,
Thank you, God, for getting us 10 weeks. And we hope we have many more. And thank you, friends, that's rocking with us. And, before we start, give us 5 stars. We respect those 5 stars ratings on whatever platform you listen to us on. And also, you can give to the podcast in every description box. And whatever platform you listen to us on, you also give. But let's start off with our week. Lakiba, how was your week?
Well, last week it was a little rough. But this week was really good. I really had the opportunity to make some boss connections and be able to do some networking, because networking leads to coins and, we all need some coins. So really good week. I can't complain. Can't complain at all.
What about you, Ernest?
This week has been great for me. I sold a lot of swimsuits, so that's been amazing.
Yes.
Thank you guys for supporting.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes. All right, Nasha, how was your week, sis?
Hey to the now, guys. It was just very. Yeah, so my podcast.
Your podcast? I thought we shared a podcast. What's going on?
The entire podcast is what you're trying to say.
So yeah, the pop-up shops went great. I said podcast. I'm always thinking about you guys. I love you, friends.
We love you.
So yes, the pop-up shops went great, guys. I met and networked with a lot of interesting, great people, and I'm looking forward to more pop-up shops. I'm looking for a home. Pernice needs a home. So if there's any spas, some wellness centers that would just like,
I love it.
Network with your girl, holla at me.
Congrats.
Get them coins, girl.
Congrats.
Well, my week been very good. I had a book signing last Sunday, not Saturday, last Sunday. That went very well. What else happened? I just had on the tip of my head. Oh, Nasha helped me file my business taxes.
That's what we did do
Yes.
Sunday.
She helped me file my business taxes.
The boss man hung out Sunday.
And I got money back because of Nasha. So look.
So you doing taxes
You need
now?
those taxes done? Go to Sister Nasha.
Don't send them over my way. Don't trust the situation. Okay?
Look, they got accepted and approved. So
I did something.
I might need to
Just put it like this. He was not in the red fucking with me. But
yes, look, I said when the money reside.
Hey.
And also, I get my stimmy on Wednesday. Money.
Please don't kill nobody like that man in Annapolis.
Tell me about it. Hey, he's on my topic list.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes, people just...
Yeah. But that's all for my week. Honestly, it's been really good. I'm really happy, as Alex said, we are 10 episodes in, and let's keep growing and going, friends. Wow. Well, let's get into this segment called Let's Chat. And this is what I find on good old Google News, you guys. And what's going to good old Google News is applying for PPP loans for small business owners. And I think this is something very important to me because I feel like we all need some money. And I'm glad that Joe Biden administration is helping out small business owners.
You better look at Nasha while you say that.
I sure did. I wish I had a camera.
Nasha might need to apply.
To show 'em. But let me tell you,
I didn't apply last year, y'all.
Yes.
What? My friends is like, what? People was getting it, didn't have businesses. What are you doing?
Well, look, now this is for legitimate businesses too. So let me tell you how you get this money.
Tell me more.
Talk to
the
us, friend.
SBA also announced for additional changes to open a PPP to move undeserved small business than ever before. While these changes are being implemented, SBA will work with community partners to improve the emergency relief digital front door and conduct extensive stakeholder outreach. And SBA will strengthen its relationship with lenders, partners to advance equity goals, deliver funding efficiently, and prevent fraud, waste, and abuse. And this is what the SBA would do, you guys. Allow sole proprietors, independent contractors, and self-employed individuals to receive more financial support by revising the PPP funding formula for these categories of applicants because Trump gave it to the other people. Eliminate an exclusionary restriction on PPP access for small business owners with prior non-fraud felony convictions, consistent with a bipartisan congressional proposal. So that means that the Republicans and the Democrats work together for this PPP loan, which is good. I think the bipartisanship
awesome.
party, that's beautiful.
That is
and
good.
also eliminate PPP access restrictions on small business owners who have struggled to make student loan debt payments by eliminating student loan debt delinquencies as a disqualifier to participate in the PPP. And I thought that was very weird. They told me if you owe student loans, you couldn't get no money for your small business.
No, you couldn't.
Now look what Trump did to the people, girl. You voted for that man.
He just ruined people's lives as usual.
But look,
as we know.
Biden came back and said, I'm here to fix it.
So it sounds like to me they're making it harder for the loan.
No, it's making it easier.
Oh.
So now you could be delinquent your student loan debt. You won't be disqualified. This
Okay.
is the last thing, you guys. Ensure access for non-citizen small business owners who are lawfully U.S. residents by clarifying that they may use individual taxpayer identification number, ITIN, to apply for the PPP. So if you don't live in America, I mean, if you're not a American
US
citizen, U.S. citizen, and you be in America, you are in here with the right way, you have a green card, whatever, and you have an ITIN number, you can apply for the PPP loan.
That's amazing.
See, that is what America's about.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is what America's about, you guys. And also, a good website to go to, because they had to approve me for some good money. I got approved, so I'm going to shout them out.
Oh, please.
They ain't paying for this. I'm going to give them a shout out.
Okay.
So if you want to get some money where the money reside for small business owner, you can be sole proprietor, self-employed,
get it.
I'm going there
independent
tonight.
contractor, and the LLC. This is the website for you guys. It's www.bluevine.com. And again, it's www.bluevine.com. And that's all I have for good old Google News.
Thank you,
amazing.
Rodney.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
All right, Lakeith, what's going on your side of the street, sis?
Well, what's up, family? Y'all always know conversation does what?
Rule the nation.
Guess what's ruling the nation today?
What's going on, sis?
I hate to report this. I really do. So, a video has gone viral showing Grammy Award winner Kirk Franklin and his son, Kerion Rashad, having an argument. In this argument, you hear clearly, now y'all know Kirk Franklin is a gospel artist, okay? You hear Kirk Franklin in this video
And Cornell.
cussing his son out.
Mr. Stump.
I mean,
What y'all think about that?
Oh, you
Parents.
know what?
We're
I'm going to
parents.
say this. For one, who recorded it? Because they need their ass
The
whooped.
son. The
The
son.
son.
The son.
How old is the son?
I think the son is like
He's
what?
in his he's 33.
Yeah.
He's 33.
oh yeah,
They've been feuding back and forth for years.
So,
Like,
I have a question.
he's only human.
So, because you're a Christian, you are not allowed to cuss your
No.
child out?
For me, I was okay with it because
Shit,
I got
my
cussed out
mama
when I was a
I'm just
kid.
Yeah.
asking. I mean, I think every Christian probably has cussed,
Oh yeah,
including me.
Yeah. So I mean, I think the things that he said, the backlash came from when his son had said some things to him. He just said the same things back to him. So I don't see anything wrong with it.
Right. I mean, his
Yeah.
son really got him to the point. I mean, I don't care if you're a Christian or not, we all can get to that point
Yeah.
to
Thank
where
Thank you,
we
Lakeith.
want to drag somebody.
Yeah.
Either verbally or physically. I mean, I'm not for violence, but I'm just saying it's the human part of us and it comes out
Yeah.
sometimes. But everybody is taken to social media. Some are saying Kirk was completely wrong because of who he is, and some are saying
He's human.
It's
I mean,
because
yeah.
of those Bible
Correct your
belt
kids.
Christians
Let
that
me
feel like
tell
they
you. So
shouldn't
this
have to
what
curse.
bothers
They have
me.
too much control.
Even with the Catholic Church, even with the Jehovah Witness, and sometimes it's Baptist. For one, we are praising God. God is the
I
head of
agree.
everything, not the pastor, not the
people.
denomination,
Right.
not the people.
Right.
I think it's
Absolutely.
horrible that we put God-like things on people. People are imperfect. God knows
Yes,
that.
I agree.
Right.
If you was perfect, you perfect ass Christian, Jesus would have had to die for you. Would have been on the cross, but you're not.
Absolutely.
So we need to learn how to respect people and let people be people. That's like it's a darn shame that the Christians are dragging Christians. Christians are dragging Christians.
Yes.
And that's what
Good
happens.
point.
They get into your household and tell you what you can't do to your child, just like you shouldn't whoop your kids in public. But my child's showing out, I should be able to snatch my child up.
Don't
without
God
even
whoop you in
snatching.
public?
Natural right up.
Don't God whoop you in public?
Yes,
Hey,
exactly.
Public and private.
Y'all should hear
He'll
some
do
things.
it privately first, okay?
Hello?
You'll
Y'all
straight
should have
up.
heard some things my mama used to say to me. She'd be like, you ain't gonna finish high school, you're gonna be somewhere sucking dick.
Oh, wait.
Oh my God. Well, that took a bad turn.
Getting back to Kirk Franklin and his son. Like, where did that come from?
Oh my God.
Mama's trying to put you on your knees already
What
at
she's
age
trying
of
to
15.
say is, you gotta talk to your kids a certain type of way. You can't
Now,
talk
I
to
do agree with
Google
that
and
now.
Gaga
Not like that.
Now you can't talk to your child like that. Nah.
She would say, I got mine, and it's time for you to get yours.
Oh,
Talking about
okay.
education.
All right, now
Okay, we
back
get
to
it.
conversation rule the nation, because that ain't gonna rule today. Okay, we ain't ruling like that, Nasha. I'm sorry.
Correct your children.
Correct your children.
Don't worry
I'm
about
definitely
what
with
everybody's
that.
saying.
Absolutely.
Like-
So I just want to say to Kirk Franklin, from
got your
conVo
back.
with Friends, we got your back. We definitely got
do.
your back.
I agree.
Things
Whoop
happen.
his ass.
Keep your head up and keep on doing great things in the gospel arena and keep on supporting. The support he has for his family is just unspeakable. So we love you here, Kirk, at conVo with Friends, and that's what's ruling the nation, guys.
Yeah, and also for me, to Ernest, Lakiba, you don't know what type of relationship they had. You know if they got to work on some
Well,
repair
he talked
something.
about it.
Absolutely.
He actually apologized and
No
said that they had a
apology needed.
dysfunctional relationship since the age of like 13 or something. So he's always had this huge dysfunctional relationship with his son. Yeah.
And the son is just really trying to call him out. But,
Yeah.
he does this all the time.
Yeah.
Like, you got to get to a place, the son that is.
He need to heal.
Where, you need to heal and you need to, you can't come at your parents, your dad, your mom. You can't come at them negative and then expect a positive response.
Yeah.
Hell no.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
It's what it is. So
I
we
agree.
support you, Kirk.
We do, Kirk. All right, now let's go on to Messy Wendy, a.k.a. Ernest with the T. What's going on your side of the streets, bro?
Mine's is not as messy as Lakiba's. It's actually some good news. I'm talking about the Grammys. As you know, the Grammys came on this past Sunday night. And so let's talk about some Grammy reviews. As you guys probably seen, Beyonce have won her 28th Grammy. She is now leading out of everybody, male and female. She has the most Grammys out of every single person.
Legend.
What?
Wow.
Legend.
Yes. So I was very happy about that. So Beyonce has definitely received her 28th win. Also, we had people like Megan Thee Stallion who won Best New Artist, and a host of other actually black artists that won as well. Blue Ivy.
Saw that.
Yeah, Blue Ivy got Best Music Video for Brown Skin Girl. Let Us See won, John Legend, and a host of. I'm so sick of John
Let us
Legend.
see what she win.
We're not doing that.
I'm so sick of John Legend
We're
winning
not
every
doing
single
that.
year.
I love
Give
you,
it to
John.
somebody else.
John Legend is good,
there
though.
were
And
so
he got a
many
big
other-
booty.
There were so many other. We ain't talking. He's not winning for his booty.
Right.
I'm talking about the fact that he wins
keep
every
it on the
single
Grammys.
year.
He's
And the
definitely a
fact-
musician. I like how he.
I get it, but at
'Cause
the
he got
same
a big
time,
booty,
there's
he on-
other
what?
artists outside of John
What we
Legend.
It's other,
What
but
we
let's
doing?
just be clear. Like, I love
The people that
Beyonce, but it's other artists outside of Beyonce.
I agree.
Right.
So, but who I don't think who need to win, and I was so shocked that she won Best Album of the Year.
Taylor Swift.
Whack ass Taylor Swift.
Yeah. She won the album
Damn,
of the
Taylor
year.
Swift.
I was very
Pow.
shocked.
Can
about
you
that.
name 5 Taylor Swift songs from that album? I
That
can't
album
name you
was hard.
5.
It was depressing and horrible. So,
I feel like they're just giving people stuff now. Taylor horrible.
But that was a
But
huge
congratulations
win.
to Beyonce.
Exactly. That was a huge win for a lot of black artists this year. But the downfall of that, this was Grammy's lowest ratings ever in the 63 shows they've ever had. Well, the 63 shows they've ever had. So,
Well,
What
when
I
you
mean,
put
it is
Nicki Minaj
COVID.
and Megan doing the nasty.
you talking
that was
about
Cardi B.
Cardi B
I
with
love
doing
that
the
before.
nasty.
I love
What
that
what-
before.
I seen it
what
on
are we
live.
doing?
Well,
love
I didn't
that
even
before.
watch it, but I seen it on Instagram or somewhere,
like
and I
that
was like, they was
performance.
doing what? I should have been there.
I actually like it. It gave a little bit of spice to the actual show.
But on public TV, on public TV, I'm not a Christian, but
why
on
not?
public
They
TV,
show everything else on public TV.
They sure do.
It has
I
nothing
seen
to
them
do with
doing
being
the
a Christian.
scissors
Doing the what?
I don't know what she was watching, but I actually thought that
I thought I
performance.
seen that a glimpse of it.
So it has nothing to do with being a Christian, but a lot of people are talking about March is Women's History Month.
Yes.
And that was not the way for the Grammys to, depict women's history.
No, you
That's
can't-
what
you
people
can't
think
tell
about that.
people what that's
that's
her
my
artistry.
opinion.
That's her artistry.
And
my
when you're
opinion.
singing a song called WAP, I mean, what
you
other
gonna get? What you gonna
performance
get?
gonna
But
have?
hold on, let's just be clear. Now I'm gonna be a feminist and I'm a maninist.
Man in this.
Men talk about sucking dick, eating pussy,
Yeah.
fucking hoes, selling
Yeah,
drugs,
I
killing
agree.
niggas on the street every damn time. So why is it so bad if one talk about her wet ass pussy?
Yeah, and
I'm
Megan
here
Thee
for
Stallion,
I'm here for your wet ass
with the
pussy.
knees.
I just didn't
We
think it
ain't
was
lying.
appropriate for the Grammys. That's all.
Yeah.
Not
You
the video.
used a
Just wasn't
certain thing
appropriate
from the
for
Grammys.
Was
you
this
were
on
talking
live
about.
TV?
That's my point.
This was on live TV.
It was on CBS.
Okay, so it was
Yeah.
on public TV.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I seen a glimpse of a picture, and it looked like they was doing the scissors.
They was doing more than the scissors, girl.
Actually, what the biggest thing was when Megan Thee Stallion
And
got
Cardi B, right?
Cardi
Is that who
B.
it was? Yeah.
I like
Megan,
that position, too.
Megan flipped over Cardi on this huge bed. The performance, it was a huge bed, so she flipped her over. So that's where he's coming from.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it happens. It's okay.
Yeah, and I
like them both.
I like
Don't get
the
me wrong. I
performance.
like them both, but I just didn't think it was
I like the
appropriate for the
performance.
Grammys.
Let me find
I'm
out
not
you live
even-
over there buying trash.
But overall, it was a great show. Congratulations to all the artists, and I like the fact that this the first year they actually have an intern African American CEO as well. So that's the reason why some of the Grammys have changed this year as well.
And I'm glad, girl.
Yeah.
Make it black. You've been
Yeah.
white for so long. I'm tired.
So what happened was the other guy got fired for discrimination and racism.
Yeah.
And she
saw
came
that.
through and said, I'm like, some wet ass pussies in here.
Yeah, it's a guy. It's a guy that actually, yeah. So I actually do like that. He talked about.
I would expect Nasha to have said that.
Well, hey, I'm a wild card.
And I do like the fact on the show he also actually showed Black Lives Matter stuff as
I'm
well.
clutching
that
my
was good.
pearls over here.
Yeah, so that's all I got, guys.
That's good stuff.
All right. Now let's get to Ernest, I want to say thank you for that. And Beyonce
no
again
problem.
from conVo with Friendz. Congratulations. We love you. And John Legend, okay? Thank you.
Sometimes.
All right. Now let's go to Nasha. Nasha, what you got going on your segment, sis?
Hey to the now, I'm back, friends.
She sounds like a rapper.
And you look like one.
Oh, well.
Pays the bills.
Oh, that part.
Michael Brown's dad demand $20 million from BLM. Yes. Y'all. Yeah. So the activist group that is quote unquote supporting the Black community in the police brutality. Michael Brown dad questioned, where is all the money going? Now, back in 2014, his son was fatally shot by a white police officer in a suburb of St. Louis.
Oh, wow.
And Michael Brown was one of the first faces that BLM used to start this activist group.
Yes.
And since then, last year, BLM actually collected $90 million and only $30 million is accounted for.
Oh, wow.
Now, George Floyd, is that his name? George Floyd basically was like definitely the topic and brought in, I would say probably brought in most of that 90 million.
Yeah.
But like, when is enough? Like, are we being exploited? Guys, like, this is, in my opinion, this is pure exploitation. If you're not getting these families permission to use their face on T-shirts and stuff, I just feel like it's mockery, If you're not going to use that money to help the community, like, I see why the dad is definitely asking, like, where is their shirt? They said they're not looking for handouts. They just want what's theirs,
Absolutely.
period.
But I have a question because I don't know. I have not done research, and I want to say this is what I'm thinking. This is my opinion, you guys. Y'all guys be eating people up when they don't have their stuff to correctly.
In my opinion.
So, in my opinion, did they give any of the families money?
I know the Brown family have only received, as of today, have only received $500 from BLM. So
Are you lying, girl?
yes, only $500, guys.
Wow.
And just
You
think
lying?
his face.
Wait. Are you sure? Before I go in.
No.
Is this okay?
I heard something like that on the news
Is
earlier.
Black Lives Matter tied with the state as well?
Well, I would say this.
They got
now,
private investors who've been giving them money, but people are giving money because they feel sad about these black people losing their lives in the hands of police. But the money's not reaching back to the community or
Now,
their
see,
families.
that's what I don't like.
Wow.
This is why, and I have to agree with Nasha. This is shocking to everyone. But I have to agree with Nasha. What you're not going to do is use my dead son's face.
That's a slap in my face, and then I got to keep reliving that hurt.
You're making money, and you're going around talking about Black Lives Matter, but you're not even getting back to your community.
Right.
I need to see a report. Rodney, I ain't gonna blame him for Friendz. Rodney, because I gave money. No, I ain't give a lot, but I gave from my heart. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I see y'all driving Benz, Bentleys, of which I haven't drove before,
What we
lock
doing?
their ass up.
What we doing?
Well,
Lock
30
their
million.
ass up.
30 million.
Who's the founder? I want to know who's the founder of Black Lives Matter.
It's some white folks.
Oh.
Are you sure?
It's some white folks.
We gonna have to Google
They have
that
a-
and talk about that. You sure?
Google it real quick.
No, it's some white guys. It's the
Nah, Google the founders. We gotta Google her.
somebody said it was the Jews, but I don't know how true that is. But I know they have a black
Ernest
woman
with the T. Gotta see. He helping us out. Google it.
Their face.
There's the founders are 3 black women.
Okay.
for black women.
Yeah,
Okay.
3 black women.
Well, lock their ass up.
You sure?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
Google said.
Google said the founders are 3 black women.
Yep, I see 'em right here.
Alicia Garza, Patrice Collars, and Opel Tomita. So
Locked Opel, Termisha, and who else?
They're using
Alicia Garza.
And
Allegedly.
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 Now, again, it's
Allegedly lock
allegedly.
'em up.
Now, this is allegedly. Now, I'm being real because it's a lot of black communities, and Nasha, thank you for this, for bringing
That
this
is
to
a good
light.
topic. Mhm.
It's a lot of black communities that are not even that needs money, and people that's locked up for that not having even reason to be in jail. That's where that money should go to. Now, do I think you should buy yourself something? I'm not against that. But if you tell me that Michael Brown father had to get on and support y'all ass because y'all ass are being wrong, lock their ass up. But Nash, I'm sorry, I took over your segment. Go on to
No.
the
And
No,
she's
that's
correct.
fine.
They had last year, 2020, they made over $90 million.
God damn.
Yes, and only 30 of that is accounted for. So they're saying like, okay, well, where's the other 60 million? Now, don't get me wrong, guys. Non-profit organizations their employees do get paid out. And we can actually see, there's actually a website you can go to and see what each nonprofit they're actually paying their employees and like the CEOs of their company. So they get paid out. So when we get a donation, yeah, we're going to definitely get paid out.
But it makes
It's not wrong
I
with
say
that.
that. I'm not mad that they're getting paid. I'm mad that the fact that a man had to come on and exploit y'all, but for not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
So
That's a
yes,
good topic.
let's get off the backs and the pain and the tragedy of color folks.
Okay, color. 1960 turn.
Yeah, and she's also correct. This Google Russell also highlighted that Brown has only received $500 from group affiliated
Yeah.
to Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's pertaining, and I never never understood why I wasn't for the plan. But let me tell you why I wasn't for the whole little Black Lives Matter, because I feel like it creates controversy. It creates friction, so other races can stand up and be like, "White power." Then we'd be like, "Black Lives Matter." White
I'm
power. And then
just so
that's the whole
shocked about
war.
the $500.
I feel like they should have named it something else. I don't know. By me being a urban African American female from the hood, I just didn't trust the situation. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just like, Black Lives Matters. Who owns this?
Yeah, and it's owned by 3 black women.
I think this is a topic we
Are they
really
from
need
the
to
hood?
come back
Are
and
they
talk
from the
about
hood?
again.
Yeah.
Are they from the hood?
Because
though?
what you got to ask yourself too, has Black Lives Matters been giving the family money throughout, like paying for
Yeah,
their
see,
bills?
that's something we don't know.
Right, we don't know
Yeah.
that. That's the unknown. That's why I say this is a
We
real
got
good
to
topic that
research
we need
this.
to bring back, because
agree.
they could have been, because that's what lawyers do a lot of times. Like, if you ain't working and you need money, they will constantly give you money, pay your bills, pay your
True.
mortgage, pay your rent, pay your car payment, all of that. And then just say you get $1 million. Well, what they've been giving you is going to come off the top.
Very true.
So that could be happening, but we don't know.
That could be
You know
dangerous.
what, Lakeema, thank you.
That
is
could
so true.
happen. But still, $500,
Yeah.
they wasn't getting that much, they
And
still
this is
should
only,
be.
from what I see, what she stated, this is only a statement from his dad. So we don't know if this is to be true or not.
We gonna
Right.
see.
Yeah.
We're gonna see.
To be continued, guys. Great topic,
Nasha,
Nasha.
close your segment out, sis.
Okay, so that's what I have for you guys this week. It's been beautiful.
Well, yeah, thank you for that. But now we going on to the segment you all call Whack Ass of the Day before we bring our great guest in, who is Ryan Christopher.
Yes.
Celebrity stylist.
Yes.
But Whack Ass of the Day go to you guys. It's Ben. I'm sorry, I'm putting respect on his name. He is due respect. Dr. Ben Carson. Now, he is saying that the treatment he has received
Child. I
from black people is the same way as how white people treat black people back in the day.
From slavery.
From slavery.
I agree, because when people see my pictures,
you will agree.
No, when people see my pictures on Instagram, like let's say they wanted me to be a model for them, and they'll invite me in, but then when they see my personality is kind of urban, they be like, "Oh, she's not the pretty." Like, our people can be the most. Help me out, guys. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Judgmental. I have been around some really sedity black folks that looked at me like I was a peasant because I didn't pronounce my words right, or I didn't know that big word. Yeah, or I don't have my body made a certain
But wait.
I
I think you made so you let me finish.
Yeah.
He is saying this because he's a Republican, and he said he feel like black people are treating him like how white people did slave people back in the day.
Cooning.
So I'm gonna say this to you, Dr. Ben Carson. I'm putting respect on your name. You earned it, Dr. Ben Carson. You would not ever in your damn life compare slavery to how you was goddamn treated. And you sat there with Master, you goddamn field nigga. You field nigga. You feel Uncle Ruckus nigga in there with goddamn Donald Trump talking about you got treated wrong and he'll be like your black ass. I wonder you even have a job in his company that's going to jail. So, Dr. Ben Carson, you got Whack Ass of the Week. What you won't do is display black people went through a tremendous and horrible thing. Horrible
comparison too.
Horrible. That's a horrible comparison.
Yes.
Now, do you want to say they were mean to you because you voted because you Republican and you was with Trump? I can accept that.
Yes.
But don't you ever your goddamn black life while you got breath in your goddamn body say that you was treated like slaves back in the damn 1800s and 1700s. Your ass got Whack Ass of the Day, and you gonna go fix your goddamn mouth and wash your goddamn mouth out with soap. And let's move on.
Hey guys, welcome back to conVo with Friendz. You've heard the tea, you've heard the news, and guess what now, guys? It is time to dive in some fashion. And I'm excited to have celebrity stylist, wardrobe stylist, to be our guest today, guys. And that's none other than Mr. Ryan Christopher. How are you?
I am good. Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the set.
No, it's very nice in here.
Well, we try.
All expensive equipment and things. I like it.
That means a lot coming from Mr. Expensive Man.
I like it. You know how you go to podcasts and you got to hold your own damn mic and you got no headphones. This is really, really nice.
The whole setup, not Zoom.
Well,
I like it.
Talk a little bit. I want to make sure that you get the full intro. So tell the people exactly who you are and what you do.
I hate
on now.
I hate that because I'm one of those people. I was always raised that you let people, sing your own praises. But I'm a wardrobe stylist. I have worked with some of your favorite, maybe not so favorite reality stars.
No, you work with some people. Don't tell people you work with.
Entertainers. Of course, everybody knows me from working with Erica Dixon. I mean, I've known her for years. We like brother and sister now. But even before then, I was working with Lisa Ray McCoy, Robin Givens. I work with Brandy Evans, if you guys don't know who she is. P-Valley on Stars. Mercedes. Tammy Roman, Mimi Fowles.
everybody.
Oh, my God. I mean, the list just goes on and on.
T.S. Madison.
Oh, yeah. T.S. Madison, yes. Oh, Brandy is actually watching. Hey, Brandy. Brandy, what's going on?
Come to conVo Friendz.
So yes, so T.S. Madison, and she has a huge platform right now. I'm so excited, for her journey, her new journey on WeTV. So
nice.
Well, we're proud of you, but I want you to talk a little bit about how did it start? You are where you are now, but how did you really just jump all these hurdles and become who you are today?
I literally, when I was in college, I didn't even know people got paid to put people's clothes together. I didn't know that was a thing. And when I was in high school, I always wanted to be a buyer. And so in college, I started putting fashion shows together. And I literally would get the sponsorship letters. I would literally go in the stores and say, hey, let me put the clothes together, put them in my little college show. I went to a HBCU, Miles College. That's my alma mater. Yeah. And that's just kind of where it started. And when I graduated, I worked in a 9-to-5 field. I got fired. And
that's the start.
Shame on them. Shame on them.
The start of life.
I got fired and I started interning and assisting under Sean Melson. And I was literally driving from Alabama to Atlanta, back and forth. And people think that I've been here for so long, and I've only lived in Atlanta be 4 years in April.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was commuting.
Planting seeds.
Yeah, I didn't really want to live here. This is a shady place.
You know what? I should just say
Do you like it now that you live here?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, let me say this.
Like them coins.
There are things that I like about it, and there are things that I don't like about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when you just being in this industry, and you really just came and for me, I just met you probably 3 years ago, and you was already a force to be reckoned with. So yes,
I don't know what the people be calling me and what they be saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Ryan, you ever watch Dynasty? Ryan be like, hello. But once you get to know, he is really as sweet as a button.
Yeah, he is.
But Ryan, working with so many people, what keeps you going?
Oh my God. The fact that I get to just make people feel beautiful is what keeps me going. And not just the entertainers, but the everyday man and woman as well. I just had a client, it was a mother and daughter. I did their photo shoot Sunday, and just the expression on their face and the excitement, and that they not even looking good, they felt good.
I love that.
And that's what keeps me going. That's kind of what motivates me. Y'all get to see all the glamorous side of things, but you do not get to see all the hell that we go through.
Right.
And that we have to experience. And I have even experienced just this week, and it's just Tuesday. So, yeah.
Amazing. I definitely need one of you at my house every morning and be like, bitch, get up, bitch. Get it together, bitch.
Well, I don't know if you want one of me, because they say I take all your money. So.
Well, I don't have enough money to pay you, but Rodney just threw me into media, so I'm finding a very hard time, because I don't watch TV and I'm not really out in public, I'm finding a hard time keeping up. I just be throwing together stuff. So what advice would you give me to definitely stay in the limelight?
I think, one thing about style is very subjective. I think you just have to find your style and what feels comfortable for you and what makes you feel good. And F what everybody else say, because all of this stuff is really just subjective, right? What I do for people, and you may not like everything that I do, and I may not like everything that you have on, but if you feel good about yourself and you wake up and you come in this room and do all your media stuff and you feel beautiful, that's all you need to do.
Great point.
Okay, I want to just I'm not a fashion police, and I'm not into fashion at all, actually. But I have a very short torso. So what I have found that high-waisted pants and shorts work really well for me. It just makes me look like I have a long. Do you?
I love high-waisted. I think I put high-waisted on anybody, whether you got a short torso or long.
My butt is on my back, so I be having to pick out certain type of pants that would help me out here. I just need some help.
And I think that one thing that I like about high-waisted clothes is because one thing that I hate even in myself is when I don't tuck in shirts, when I do tuck in shirts, I like it to stay down.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I hate my shirt doing all this shit and all that kind of stuff. I like my shirt to stay in. So one thing I love about high-waisted things, and I know us men, we don't really have high-waisted pants, but one thing that I like it literally gives you a crisp look. You tuck that shirt in, you pull it down, and really ain't gonna go nowhere. And that's another thing I like about bodysuits for women, because that's also bodysuits. You clamp them in your private area, and it's just like it does. The shirt never moves. True. It's like literally just stays there. So yeah.
Now I have a question for you.
Oh God.
Because I know being a stylist is very expensive. Oh. So for new stylists who are coming on, how do you build a relationship, or what credit card do you apply for to be able to keep up? It's expensive.
Have a black card.
Is there a different budget?
How do you budget that? Just starting off, for like, what word of advice you give to people just starting off to who want to style people? Because it ain't cheap.
Well, it's not, and that's why it's so important for you to build relationships. A lot of the pulling that I do, I pull up from a lot of showrooms in LA, and it's just relationships that I've built over the years. And when I built my resume up and I kind of sell myself to different showrooms, or I try to sell myself to someone, or even these little people that email, not little people, that's not the correct term I need to say. Not little people. But these people that email me, that I may not know if they're brands. And sometimes we, us Black folks kind of get ahead of ourselves, and we don't really look at emails when with somebody that hasn't arrived email us. I check all that stuff. I read it. If I like your stuff, I literally go, I'll say, okay, yeah, let me try out some stuff, and doing it the right way, making sure they get their product back, all that kind of stuff. And it shows other people that, hey, he's making good relationships, using the stuff or borrowing the stuff, bringing it back in good condition. Nice. And it just kind of helps you go on to something bigger. And of course, you have to have the credit card just for some emergencies. I can't tell you what to apply for because I don't know what your credit look like. But yeah, you may need some just for, I
have a question for emergencies. What is one set you had where you was like, I will never work this goddamn person again?
I was just about to say
too much. Yeah. They was just doing too much.
Oh God!
You don't gotta say the name.
They
but
never was satisfied. Yeah.
Oh God! So y'all want me to get y'all? Okay,
don't say the name.
Yeah.
Rodney, you may put this all together because you kind of know what I've been working on. But unfortunately, here in Atlanta, sometimes how I choose to handle business and how somebody else chooses to handle business does not necessarily align together. And unfortunately, I had to walk away from a project just recently this week. And so
knowing your worth.
I think that when someone makes a decision and you have to make a decision, that you have to be respected. Right. And, I don't think that you always have to I feel like I'm in a position where I don't have to continue to make you see my worth. Absolutely. If you don't see it, I'll just continue to work with who does.
Mm-hmm. I like that. So what are 3 essential items that you feel someone needs in their closet?
That's good.
Oh, that is a good one. A bag, a shoe, and some sunglasses.
Okay. Oh, wow. What type of bag?
Oh God! There's several types of bags. Yeah. I think that now man too. I think that every man and woman needs a great bag. And if you really look at my work or really look at my personal style, I'm more of a high-end accessory guy. Like clothes is it just kind of whatever sticks out to me. But accessories really elevate a look. Right. A shoe elevates a look. Yep. Earrings elevate a look. A hat. Even if it's not a red carpet look, a handbag elevates a look. And my live went back off. Let me see if I can go back in. A handbag can elevate a look if it's an everyday look. Even for me as a male, sunglasses elevates a look. So it's all about the accessories for me. So in your closet, you need to make sure your accessory game is on point.
I always say that.
I have a quick question.
I always say that.
Do you think sometimes, let me say it this way. I think people will look at you and look at, all of us, and sometimes they feel like we've arrived and things are getting better. But oftentimes I feel I sell real estate. So I'll have a better client, and I hate to say it, but it's true. I'll have a better client if I'm selling a $200,000-$300,000 house. But when I get up there and I'm selling $500,000 or close to $1 million, the attitude sometimes is just ridiculous.
Short,
It's like they feel like because they have so much money that, I had one client said, "You're not going to open the door and show me the house?" No, I'm not. I'm going to unlock it and then I'm gonna let you go in because I don't know what you like in this house. So I'm going to open this door and I'm going to let you go around and I'm going to be out here on my phone doing what I got to do. So do you find that the higher you go in clientele, the more frustrated you get?
Demand.
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely not. And I'm going to say for me, I have been blessed to work with some very humble divas. Nice. That's what I call them.
That is a blessing.
That is super cool. You know, they don't really take themselves too seriously. Yeah. I mean, I think they know who they are and they want to be respected as who they are. Right. But, you know, when it comes into a mold, like they're not over on themselves. Overrated, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just like, you know, it's cool. Let's just do work. Let's not be extra, especially when they have worked with you, they know your energy. I think a lot of people that we work with, it's really just about energy. If they feel your energy. Now, on the flip side of that, I do think there are other stylists that may feel like they're at a level and then they get that attitude like, well, if I'm working with this person, I'm going to treat them this way. And if I work with this person or the everyday man and woman, I'm going to treat them this way. Right. But in my business, I treat everybody like they're a celebrity.
Absolutely.
You really do. One thing I can say, even with that's been around Ryan, he don't care if it's Tammy Roman or somebody who just, like you said, won a book. I gotta go. As long as you come with a right budget, I'm cool. Like I am probably one of the most coolest, bougiest, down to earth people you'll ever meet. He said it.
Oh, man. I love that.
It's true.
I have to kind of buy the bouginess now because everybody says it. I don't really think I'm that bougie, but I think I'm cool as hell. But I do understand that, you know, sometimes when people see you walk into a room and you do have a presence like I do, it's not.
There's nothing wrong with it. Know your worth.
You know, it can come off some type of way, and I think that until you say something to me, because people do not understand that I'm a very shy guy, and I think that's a lot of it too. So when I walk into a room, I may not speak because I'm kind of like, you know, I'm peeping everything out, I'm watching, and I'm a very, very.
What is your sign?
I'm a Taurus.
Okay, solid.
No, Taurus are the greatest people on the earth.
But this is what I feel, Ryan.
My mom and my son is a Taurus.
I think people size you up based on what they see on social media.
That's true too.
And not who you are, you know, because I think all of us can probably say that, you know, you get that all the time. Like, you don't even know me. You don't know me because you like a post on Instagram.
I tell people all the time, don't let that social media shit fool you.
You don't know.
You don't know if I done spent my last for that Gucci sneaker.
Good question for you, Ryan. What is the cheapest you ever styled somebody and they was like, damn, I love this look? You was like, bitch, I'm gonna spend like $10.
$9.99 to be exact.
Oh, what's the cheapest? I haven't necessarily put in somebody something that cheap. However, I'm such a high-low mixer. You know, I remember when I did Kenya from America's Next Top Model. I think it was season 3 she was on. But when she was living here in Atlanta, we did a photo shoot. And I literally, if you see the picture, you probably will not believe me, but that whole entire outfit, except for the shoes, came from Target.
Wow.
Amazing.
Wow.
And you probably will not believe me.
Come on, Target.
And I'm not saying it because I did it. The shit was fly as hell.
Wow.
It was a blazer.
I need to see that.
I'll show it to you after. I wish I could show it to you guys now, but it was like literally a blazer, some pants. Literally, we did it with no shirt. It literally came from the blazer and the pants came from Target. Now, the shoes were a little bit more higher end, but the blazer and the pants were definitely Target.
Now, what's the most expensive you ever dressed somebody in?
Godly. I'm going to say this. I remember when Lisa Ray was doing Single Ladies, I don't remember the award show, but I remember I was doing her. It was an award show, something she was going to, and I had reached out to these. It's gonna be funny. This show you how oblivious I be to stuff. I had reached out to this jury people, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing so and so. I'm doing Lisa Ray for this, blah blah blah." They were like, "Oh yeah, we'll love to send you jury." So they send me all these line sheets, and I'm going through them. And I'm just like, oh, this is cute. I'm like, oh, this is nice. This is cute. This is cute. This is cute. So I send them back like, oh, I want this ring. I want this pair of earrings. I want this, and I want that. And they didn't say nothing. They were like, okay, great. They send me
the invoice.
They send me the box, and then of course they send it. Basically, when you do a pull like that, they send you what you call like an inventory list. The inventory list had the prices on it. Wow. I thought the stuff was costume jewelry. It was about $80,000, maybe $90,000.
Wow.
Jewelry. And I was like, these folks done sent this shit to me to Birmingham, Alabama, because I was still living in Birmingham at that time. They done sent this shit to Birmingham, Alabama. I said, they done sent this shit to this little boy in Birmingham, Alabama. Then asked me for Nan credit card, which I'm glad they didn't, because if I had it, it probably wouldn't have went through for that amount. And I'm like, oh my God, this is probably the most expensive that I didn't even have to pay for. I said, now this is that life.
Now, how do you work your way up to that? Like, where you already have a name for yourself? Like,
I mean, Lisa Ray was my very first client on my own, and so when I reached out to these people, I just reached out to them and told them what I had going on. I sent them a little bit of my background. I had a lot of things on my resume under Sean.
Okay.
But one thing that I do when I was interning and assisting, I never really used her work. I just kind of used her name and said, hey, I assist Sean Melson. I may put her website in there. Now I work for Lisa Ray. I'm currently working for Lisa Ray on my own. This is what we have going on.
Love it.
And they would literally just accept that. And I'm just kind of like, when I got that box and I saw that inventory list and I saw that it was literally, it was maybe 100,000. My mouth was floored that they sent that to me. And then I'm like, well, shit, I ain't sending this back with this amount of insurance, so I hope this shit get back. Because I ain't got that type of money. I'm on a budget, so when I feel like when I go to UPS and I say, oh, can I insure this for like $100,000? They're gonna be like, that's gonna be like $2,000 to ship back, and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah. So I literally, that was probably one of my happiest moments of my career. And that was very, very early on. And I felt like, even though I haven't arrived, I felt like in that moment, I was like, okay, this bitch, I didn't arrive. I got it. Like, they sending me this type of stuff.
Trust me.
Yeah.
So what's one thing in fashion that must go?
Oh, Lord, they're going to kill me if I say this, but them Bottega Veneta square shoes with them little heels.
Yeah. The one that Brandy had on.
What are they, unisex?
Yeah, the one that Brandy had on.
I don't know what they are, but they...
Versus.
I have a good question, too. For the Grammys, who had best dress and worst dress?
Okay, so I only saw a few...
got my best dress, but...
I only saw a few people. I didn't even realize the Grammys were coming on. I saw no advertisements.
I guess people that's busy.
The only thing how I know that it was on, I saw on Facebook all these different things. Right. People were posting. So I only really saw Beyonce, Megan Thee Stallion, and I just, when I was waiting on you guys, I saw Rita Ora, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't have a best dress, but I definitely think Megan looked a fool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. My favorite dress was Cynthia Erivo.
I did see her.
She looked
amazing. I did see her. Yeah. She did look amazing. Jason Bolden did an amazing job on that.
She looked real.
She looked amazing. I agree. I did see that one.
So are you going to reach out to Megan to style her?
No.
So how do you feel like being, you are a fashion name as one of the best fashion people in right now?
Absolutely.
Well, am I? If you knew what I went through this week, it didn't make me feel like that.
Well, I know.
It didn't make me feel like that.
How do you feel to be known as a person, like as one of the top 5 people in who needs to style when a celebrity come in, you need to get styled by Ryan?
But it's funny. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm on that list. But maybe I am. If you're telling me I'm on that list, I'm on that list, and it's very humbling.
Ryan, you're very okay.
Ryan, why do you don't feel like that?
Look, I feel like I just do my shit and I just be going by my and I just do my thing. Like I put my pictures up, they get 20 likes, and I just keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Not 20 likes.
You know who you are. You know who you are. So I have one last question. So who what celebrity or just a regular person that you long to style that you have not had the opportunity to style?
You know, it's so funny. So everybody asks me that question, and it's always been the same answer across the board. And it's probably going to shock you guys because you'll probably think I'm going to say something else. But the person that I would love to style, and anybody who knows me personally, like they know this, is Charlize Theron. I absolutely live for her.
Yes, I like it.
And I followed her work since the first movie I saw her in was Mighty Joe Young. I don't know if that was her first ever role. Yeah. But I've watched her. I think she is just breathtaking, beautiful, and she's amazingly talented. And from what I see watching her on Instagram, she seems like a very real, cool person. And I literally, if Charlize Theron is in the movie, I'm gonna watch it. I live for that woman.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice. Okay.
Well, we want you, before you go, tell the people how you will stick around, but your segment is ending. But tell the people how they can follow you and book you, Mr. Ryan.
Okay, well, you can follow me. My Instagram is Ryan Is Style. It's really simple. My Twitter is Ryan_Is Style. I'm not that active on Twitter because, these days, Twitter, they like to do other kind of stuff. So.
OnlyFans.
They be focusing on other type of stuff. So, but yeah, Instagram, Ryan Is Style. Facebook is Ryan Christopher. My website, www.ryanchristopherstylist.com. You can book me through there. You can DM me. Also, there is a number in my bio on my Instagram. You can also, it's a text only number, but you can also text that number and book me as well. And don't be surprised when I respond, because I've had people be like, oh my God, you really responded. I'm like, well, bitch, the number was there. What did you think I was going to do? I put the number up there for a reason. No, I literally had a situation. She was like, oh my God, you responded. And I'm like, well, what did you think? I said text.
Let's get this styling going, right?
Yeah. What do you mean?
I love it. You are an amazing guest.
Well, if you ever want to dress someone up, I'm not biased. You can put me in anything. Just,
You just got to have a budget.
You just got to have them clothes.
I can work with you now, because, I can find some in Target. Nah.
Walmart. Let's go.
Girl, bye.
I don't shop at Target. I shop at
What's the next big thing for you?
What is the next big thing for me?
Nasha.
No, I am. Actually. It would have been the Housewives reunion, but now it's going to be the NAACP Awards and the GLAAD Awards, which I think is much bigger than anybody's Housewives.
Yeah. Congratulations. Definitely.
Wow. Okay.
I love it. And I ain't telling. But we must move on, you guys. But Ryan, stick around because we want you to be around for the letter, okay?
Yeah.
What's the letter?
Oh, it's going to be good.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, so now you guys, we are going to the segment called Business of the Week. And the business of the week is Rach Bakes. Located in Gulfport, Mississippi, Rach Bakes specializes in home-baked dessert, from vanilla pound and Italian cream cheese cake to highly recommended, also delicious German white chocolate cake. Okay. Rach Bakes can be reached via email at rachbakes228@gmail.com, and that's RACHBAKES228@gmail.com, or by phone at 601-791-1393. Try Rach Bakes today. You won't be disappointed, because where there's a whisk, there's a way. And just because you love us here at conVo with Friends, you will get 5% off of your order with promo code conVo with Friends. And guess what, guys? She also delivers anywhere in the United States.
Wow.
So,
come on now.
Yeah, she will deliver she will have your cake mailed to you, special order. Priority. It's not gonna be you'll be overnighted.
So we can get a cream cheese cake and get it in within 2 or 3 days. Okay.
Yes. No quicker than that. So that is the business of the week. What's up, guys? We are now come to the segment, The Letter, read by Nasha.
The letter. Fuck niggas. I have been talking to this guy on and off for 2 years. Every time we try to meet up, he always ghosts me. But he will talk to me on IG and text each other 24/7. do this guy have a girlfriend? Is he in a relationship? I am really confused.
Well, I can go. He don't want you. That's really what it is. I mean,
it sounds like a catfish, sis.
I don't even think it's a
put
catfish.
You on live.
I mean, you could talk to people 24/7 on IG because there's no relationship there. You're just chatting with them.
You're flirting with each other.
Like when it's time to meet, and if he's saying that he doesn't want to meet, he or she's saying that they don't want to meet, they don't want to be bothered. You're not their type. Move on, sis or bruh, because they don't want you.
Ryan, what do you think?
Okay, I think I kind of missed the concept of the little, but I think I'm getting. So the question, I guess, on the table is, if you meet somebody on social media and it's time to meet and they don't want to meet you,
right?
Is that person still in?
They've been talking for 2 years.
Oh.
He probably don't.
First of all,
he probably lied about everything.
The first mistake is you talking to somebody on social media for 2 years and you ain't never seen them. That's the first mistake. That's the first mistake. I think maybe after a week I need to meet you.
Yeah.
No, maybe after 3 days I need to have some FaceTime me, something.
Okay.
You know, most people have iPhone, so I FaceTime me. You can FaceTime me through Instagram.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's the first mistake. It's way too long to be talking to somebody 2 years and you've never met them. And I think that if you've been talking to them for 2 years and it's time to meet and they don't want to meet you, then you've just wasted your 2 years and you've been wasting it.
Yeah. So, and they probably done lied about everything. Up until this point, they probably done lied about everything. That's why they don't want to meet you. Like, you know, they done told you he's 6'10" and he's really 5'8", and it's just like too much is going on in the world, y'all. I'm just gonna share my scenario. I met this guy online once, y'all.
Ooh.
We talked for 2 weeks. He had me catch the bus out to Minnesota.
Girl,
and you
wait. Yes,
you
wait.
did?
And I didn't even get that.
The bus.
I'm gonna kiss a bus for the.
United States, y'all. I mean,
on the
this is
Greyhound?
why I tell people don't date online. And why? Okay, so we talked for 2 or 3 weeks before meeting.
Where were you living? Where were you living?
In Kentucky at the time.
Did he pay for the bus ticket?
No, he did not.
You was catching the Greyhound for some ping and he ain't paid for nothing?
No, that was back in my, That's why the whole business was not for me, y'all.
we might need to stick to the letter.
I fell in love with my tricks, but anyway. Listen, y'all, so I catch the bus, y'all. We meet up. Okay, he was a nice looking guy, but let me tell y'all, I decided to get in the shower. I mean, and I left him in there with my purse. Don't you know he robbed me? Long story short, he robbed me and he left the hotel room. And I called myself like running out. Like I was in the shower, so I called myself running out everywhere. Yes. I locked myself out of the room, so I had to go because I heard the door shut. But I was in the shower. And
Butt booty naked.
Wait, so
I went downstairs.
You didn't give him no pussy, did you?
Yes, we did.
Oh my God.
I did, y'all.
No.
I felt so betrayed, y'all. I was cold at a Walmart. This is why I said go to Walmart, y'all. If y'all ever stranded, if y'all ever stranded,
bye.
What I'm trying to say, don't meet people online. That's why I'm sharing this story. I got my friends cracking up, y'all.
Okay, we might need to get back to the letter.
It was about 10 years ago, but we learned from our mistakes. That's why I'm a nun now. I'm a monk now. So I done had my
Your
day.
advice to this person is what?
Don't talk to people on the internet. I need to know that's who I'm talking to. Because it's men out here portraying to be women.
Well, your letter's really different. Your scenario is different.
You might need to write it next week.
Because they're actually talking to each other on IG.
But they need a video chat. You
I'm
need
pretty
to know
sure
this
they
person.
probably are,
If
but
he
they just
say
not
he
meeting
works
in
for
person.
a bank, I need you to video chat me while you at your bank. If you say I need to know where you live at, I need to know where you work. I need to know your family. If we're gonna talk that long for 2 years and we only texting each other, it's just for fun.
But let me get my commentary because we have to go.
My God.
I know the keeper gonna give hers too.
No, I think enough has been said.
I need to hear the keeper's scenario.
I ain't trying to be in this one.
Me either. I don't want to hear nothing else about no letter.
I'm gonna say this. You a fool. On and off for 2 years, and this guy is talking to you, and every time he meets up, he is like, "Where you at?"
It might be a female, sis.
And I feel like if a guy, let me tell you something about men. I don't care if gay, straight, bi, tri, whatever. So many types.
Try, not try.
They have so many. If a man wants you gonna know if that man wants you.
That's very true.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, I agree.
Know your worth. Know your
Men are
worth.
hunters.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah, just know your worth.
Nah, this man don't want you, sis or bro. You didn't say what you were, but just move on, count this as a loss, and learn to do better. Don't be like Nasha.
No, don't get on the bus. I did that.
Don't get on the bus.
At least don't pay for your own ticket. Now. At least get some out the deal.
At least you would have had ticket. But you're right, because at least you would have had his real information if he would have paid for your ticket.
Yeah, pay for the Greyhound ticket or something.
You got your own room, you got your own ticket, so you didn't even know who came.
You got the room too?
Well, first of all, if he asking you to come on bus, it's gonna be a no for me. That's just not my standard.
I'm gonna kiss the bus for the dick.
I don't even really like to drive. So I'm gonna need a flight. I'm gonna need a flight.
Put me on a flight.
Where I'm at now, I'm gonna need a first class.
Put me on a flight.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a flight.
What's the nigga say? Lose me out.
I wasn't that young, but I should have known better. And yes, you definitely gonna have to pay in advance. I'm gonna need that money up front, boo, next time.
What you say, Rodney? He should have flew you out.
But Akiva, how do you feel about it? What do you say?
Don't get on the bus. Okay?
Don't get on the bus.
I mean, come on. I think, and I don't know the gender here, but I'm just going to speak from a woman's perspective. Sometimes women can be so desperate for a man that you allow a man to have you doing all these stupid things. Sis, know your worth. Know who you are. And if this nigga wants you, I'm going to say it like that. If he wants you, he going to put you on a flight. He going to pay for the flight. He going to have a car there waiting to pick you up. And you ain't going to no hotel. You going to this nigga house. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. 2 years is too long to be trying to be with somebody.
I'm sorry.
And trying to just on and off situation is too much.
Well, friend, there you have it. I even shared a little bits and pieces of my life meeting online. Dating online don't work well for me. I mean,
it's
unless y'all just,
that is not for you.
Yeah, unless y'all back paging it or something.
Oh, Lord.
They don't lie.
Close us out, Napsha. Close us out.
So there you have it, friends. If you have any questions or you have any concerns, or you're facing something, or you going through something, we are your friends. So reach out to us at conVo with Friends with an S podcast @gmail.com.
All right. Thank you so much. Ooh, I have had fun today. And Ryan, before we go, I want to say thank you so much for
Thank you for having me.
We have to bring you back. This was
a lot of fun.
It was really fun. I would say you was our most funnest guest.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Very much fun.
Don't underrate me now.
I enjoy you came with your presence. But you guys, unfortunately, we're coming to the end. And as we always say before we close out, make sure whatever platform you listen to us on, you give us 5 stars rating.
And share.
And share. Thank you,
all
Nasha.
your friends.
Friends with an S and a Z and a D.
Which type of D?
conVo at the dog.
Captain D.
But yes, you guys, friends, as you see, we have a great time here. And friends, we just want to sow a seed.
Sow a seed.
You love it. You love this podcast. We give you good content, good people. You can always donate to us. And I know on Wednesday, y'all are getting those stimulus checks. Amen. Amen.
How you gonna get stimulus checks?
Keep us going.
On Wednesday, I know majority of y'all getting y'all stimulus checks. Amen.
I know about everybody money.
Amen. So sow a seed. You just want to sow a seed, okay?
Keep us going.
Yes.
God will bless you for it.
Exactly.
Thank you, Nasha. And you can give to the podcast in whatever platform you listen to us on for a podcast. In the description box, it says support. Okay? Give what you want to give, okay? And also, we have merch, you guys. Go onto our website. It's on our social media. If you don't have it, it's www.convowithfriends.com. And that's you don't buy some merch. But friends, we out. Hey, friends, this is Rodney.
Hey, fam, this is Lakiba.
Hey, friends, this is Ernest.
Hey, to the now, it's Nasha.
And we out this thing. Bye, guys.
Bye,
See you next week.
Bye.
Peace out. Love y'all.
Hi guys, this is your boy Yet checking in. If you are enjoying our content, can you please follow us on IG and Facebook at conVo with Friends, and that's FRIENDZ.